My brother's fiancée trashed my brand new BMW after I refused to let her borrow it for her Miami getaway, citing her 2-car accidents this year. After I showed the police the security footage, she was arrested. My sister-in-law, 32F, who was recently engaged to my older brother, asked me, 29M, if she could use my freshly purchased BMW for a week-long girls' trip to Miami. She wanted to take my barely driven car on a long road trip for her and her friends to enjoy a beach vacation. For context, I'm incredibly proud of my car. I worked hard and saved for years to buy it, and I only got it a few months ago. It's the most valuable thing I've ever owned, and I'm still paying it off. So, I was uneasy about lending it out. It's not that I'm unwilling to share or distrust family, but I had a solid reason to hesitate. My sister-in-law, whom I'll call Emma for this story, has a history of being reckless with others' belongings. Reckless might be too mild a term. She's wrecked her own car twice this year. The first time, she smashed into someone at a traffic light while distracted by her phone. The second time, she slid into a ditch on a rainy night, blaming the weather, though we suspect she was speeding or possibly intoxicated. Beyond that, I've seen how she handles borrowed items. Last summer, she borrowed my brother's pricey DSLR camera and returned it with a cracked display and sand stuck in the lens from a beach outing. She also once borrowed a dress from my wife and ruined it with red wine, brushing it off as no big deal. So yeah, she has a clear pattern of carelessness. When Emma asked to borrow my BMW for her Miami trip, I felt uneasy right away. I tried to be tactful, explaining that I wasn't okay with lending my new car for a long journey. I suggested she rent a vehicle or that one of her friends drive instead. I even said, "It's not personal. I'm just not ready to let anyone drive it yet," trying to keep it vague without saying outright, "You're a terrible driver," though that's exactly what I thought. Emma didn't take it well. She exploded almost instantly. Her face turned red, and she started shouting at me in my own home, calling it just a car, and accusing me of being selfish and rigid. She ranted about how family should support each other and claimed she'd lend me her car if she had a nice one, which I seriously doubt. My wife and brother were there, too. My wife tried to de-escalate, saying something like, "I'm sure he's just worried about the insurance," to smooth things over. My brother stayed silent, clearly uncomfortable with her outburst. Emma threw a full-on tantrum, arms waving, voice breaking, then stormed out, yelling that I'd regret it and wasn't a good brother-in-law. I was stunned after she left, and my wife gave me a look like, "What just happened?" 2 days later, it was the morning of a critical career meeting, a presentation that could secure a major contract I'd been working toward. I walked out. I can tell what happened in the short video, full video on my channel link in below.